Hi everyone, Kev here from the Foundation Light here with your warm-up for your activity for today. So the way we're going to do 30 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. We've got 4 activities to go through and then we'll be ready for our main activity today. So activity number 1, now we're going to do some mountain climbers. So the way we're going to do this, it's entirely up to you. We're going to try and get down into a press-up position, a bit like this, nice flat back, arms under the shoulders, and the way we're going to do it is bring our legs up to our chest. So we can walk it in just like this to start with. If that's too easy and want a bit more of a challenge, we can jump it in, so it's a bit more of a run. So it's entirely up to you. So we're going to work for 30 seconds. So we're ready. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we start just nice and steady. We'll just walk them in, nice and slow to start with. And once you get a bit more used to that, we'll start to up the pace. So it's up to you. If you think that's a bit too easy for you, just go a little bit quicker, aiming to keep that back nice and flat all the time. So a little bit faster, so we're aiming to get through as many as we can, just in that 30 seconds. We've got 10 seconds left now, so just keep going for that last 10 seconds. Knees right up to the chest, shoulders, hands under the shoulders there. And 3, 2, 1. Stop there. So we've got 30 seconds rest now before we move on to the second exercise. The second exercise is just going to be some squats. So the way we're going to do them, feet shoulder width apart, turn your toes out a little bit, 10 to 2 maximum, and we're just going to pretend that we're sitting on the toilet. So you can use your arms if you want, so you might go down to come back up. So down, up. The aim is, my Sunderland badge is always going to be facing you on camera, unless I go to this side view to let you see from the side. So it's sitting on the toilet, down and up, down and up. So just 30 seconds then, go as fast or as slow as you like. We're ready to go in 3, 2, 1. So just nice and steady, keeping that chest up, pointing the front. So that might be pointing your TV, might be to your laptop, might be to your tablet, but it's always looking back to us. We're about halfway there, so I'll just change my stance. You keep going. We're just trying to keep that back nice and flat, sitting ourselves down into it, chest still up. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Last one, there we go. Brilliant. So 30 seconds, breathe in, grab yourself a drink, get some oxygen in. We're going to go on to our third exercise. On the third exercise for today, just a nice steady one. It's just going to be some jogging on the spot. So you can jog on the spot, depending on the space you've got. You might want to have a little jog around. So I don't mind, if you've got an area like we've got, you might just jog side to side. It's up to you. So it's all it's going to be, 30 seconds, just jogging on the spot there. Last 10 seconds, last 5 seconds even. Time's gone a bit quicker than I thought. Ready? In 2, 1, and off we go. So just a nice little jog. Lifting those knees up, using our arms still, making sure we've got good technique when we're running. Just going to work for that 30 seconds. Really good, well done everyone. Just keep that going. Remember, whatever pace you can, like we said, if you've got some space, you might want to go side to side. So we've got a little bit of room, so I might have a little move about in the room. If not, on the spot, doesn't matter. So 10 seconds left we've got on this one. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Little shake off. 30 seconds again before we go on our fourth and final exercise in this little warm-up session. Remember, if you've got a drink, go get yourself a drink. Perfectly fine. Exercise number 4 for us today is going to be star jumps. So we're going to start feet together, hands by our side, and as we go up, we're jumping hands up above. So we should finish a bit like this, hands above our head, touch if you want, if they can't quite touch, doesn't matter, and then we come back in. So it's going to be an out and an in. So we're just going to do 30 seconds of that. And we're going again in 5 seconds, so get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1. So off we go. So just 30 seconds, nice and steady with your star jump. So hands up above your head, trying to keep that coordinated movement as you go. We're nice and tall when we're doing it. Just a little spring, so on the balls of our feet, we don't want to be flat-footed. Really, really good. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, everyone. That's a fantastic start. So that's our warm-up done, and now we're going to move on to our main activity here. Hi everyone, Kevin here again from the Foundation Light, and I've got with me Jake, one of my friends today, to play our little game of Noughts Crosses. Now, don't worry, if there's just you in the household, or your siblings, your friends, your parents don't want to join in, that's fine. You can play this game by yourself as well. We'll explain that a little bit later on. What we need for our Noughts Crosses game though is 9 little target items. So we've got our hoops out, so they're our target items. You can use books, you could use pans, you could use buckets, you could use plastic carrier bags, anything you want that something will land on and might stop on. So any 9 items of your choice. You also need 6 items each to throw. Now we've got a mix, me and Jake. We've got some toilet roll, we've got some socks, we've got a frisbee, because we found them lying about, we've got some tennis balls and a sponge ball as well. So they're our 6 items we're going to throw. Now the aim of the game is to get 3 objects in a row. Now that can either go down the grid, it can go across the grid, or it might go diagonally from corner to corner. You get 1 point for every item that lands on a target, and if you're the lucky person who gets to 3 in a row at the end, you get 3 bonus points as well. So me and Jake are going to have a little game, and we'll see how we get on. So Jake, would you like to go first?
Oh yes, please, Kev. So I'm going to I'm going to go bold first, and I'm going to go for the toilet roll.
Toilet roll.
Something that everyone should have in the household. I'm going to go safe. I'm going to go this yellow one here.
Good start, well done Jake. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to go for my frisbee. I'm going to go a bit adventurous. I'm going for the back corner orange one. Let's see what it's like. Oh, now it's on the edge. So what we're going to say is, because it hasn't fallen off your target, we're going to give that as a point. So that's a point to me, so we'll have that one.
Back to me now, Kev.
Back to you. Now, but before Jake goes, has anyone noticed Jake sat down, but I'm stood? Now this is because we want this game to be as inclusive as possible, so no matter of your age or ability, everyone can take part in it. So Jake's having a little seat. Now the bonus for Jake is, this is all about different ways of throwing objects. So it might be overarm, it might be underarm, frisbee might be a little flick of the wrist to get it going. Now Jake's got the added bonus, is if he wants to, he can use his feet. Because he's sat down, he can roll things with his feet, so he might chuck that in as well as another little way of getting the ball into areas.
Well, I think that's a challenge, so I'm going to go for the blue sponge ball we've got, and I'm going to try and kick it. But I'm just going to aim for the middle and hope that it goes in one, because I don't trust myself to be as accurate with this one. So I'm going to go for a little flick, I think.
Oh, it's a great effort. Now there's a little gap in between our targets. You might not have that, they might be together. We've got a little gap, so unfortunately Jake's ball doesn't count. So that ball's out of the game, so there's no points for that one. I think I'm going to go for a pair of socks, and I'm going to go for a little dart throw, just a little bit different. I'm going to go for that green one at the back and see what we can do. Oh, it was good, it landed, had a little bit of a bounce, so no points for me on that one.
I think I'm going to go for the pair of socks as well now. Hopefully this one's a little bit luckier. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go for the red top in the middle.
Red, nice. Good shot, Jake, well done. So Jake's winning at the minute. 2 points to Jake, just 1 for me. I think I'm going to go with the toilet roll. I'm going to try and get it in that green one in the middle, because if you've noticed, Jake has this bottom yellow one and the top red one. Now if I don't get the middle green one, that means Jake could win the game and win the round, so I've got to be good with this one. Let's try. Oh yes, getting it, I've blocked him. So okay, 2-2 and I've blocked these 3 in a row. Back to you, Jake.
Oh, I'm trying to look here and I think there's one that I should go for. Can you tell your adult or someone that's in the same room, or just think to yourself where I should go now to stop Kev winning, or to stop Kev getting the 3 points, the little bonus points. So I'm having a little look. I think I've worked it out. So Kev's got the frisbee in the orange one, and he's got a toilet roll in the green one. So I'm going to have to go for this red one here to stop Kev winning. Right, so I'm going to go for a tennis ball. I don't think anyone's used a tennis ball yet.
Well, yeah, I've still got both mine. Oh, great shot, Jake. Great shot. So he's blocked. So Jake's at 3 points. I'm at 2, and no one at the minute has our 3 in the row. I think I'm going to try a tennis ball now. I see it bounce nice. I'm going to go back for that green one at the top, but I might try and bounce it. Try to bounce it in and through the purple one. Didn't quite work. Back to you, mate.
Oh, I'm going to go for the frisbee. Frisbee. I'm showing off a little bit. This is me, the extra one. Alright, not quite sure on how to do this, but because it's quite hard to throw, I'm going to go for a close one this time. I think I'm going to go for this purple one, try and get 3 in a row.
Oh, great shot. Great shot. Well
So
done.
happy with that.
So let's see, where am I?
I've got 1, 2, 3.
No! He's done it. I didn't even notice that he had that free number 1. So Jake gets 3 bonus points, but he also gets a point for each item. So let's have a look. So Jake got tennis ball, so 1. Toilet roll, 2. His 3 in a row frisbee for 3. And his pair of socks are at the top. So that's 4 points for Jake, plus his 3. Jake ends up on 7 points. Now I wasn't as good that round, so I've got 1 point for me frisbee and 1 point for me toilet bowl, so I'm on 2. So at the minute, after round 1, it's 7-2 to Jake. So we're going to collect the item in, we're going to play a second round, and it's up to you how many rounds you want to play. You might want to play 3, 4, 5, you do as many as you want. We're going to have a 2-round game, so we'll quickly grab the items in, and we'll go again. Right, Jake, as winner from game 1, do you want to start or would you like to go second in this round?
I think I fancy the challenge this round, so I'm going to let you go first, Kev.
Oh, thank you, Jake. I'm going to go toilet roll, so let's see. I have to think about this one. I need to get the points back. Go green. Yes, got the bounce now. That's all right. Green, 1 point straight off the bounce.
Oh, what's the hardest one to do? I think I'm going to go toilet roll as well. But I'm going to kick it.
Points. Now I wasn't as good that round, so I've got 1 point for me frisbee and 1 point for me toilet bowl, so I'm on 2. So at the minute, after round 1, it's 7-2 to Jake. So we're going to collect the item in, we're going to play a second round, and it's up to you how many rounds you want to play. You might want to play 3, 4, 5, you do as many as you want. We're going to have a 2-round game, so we'll quickly grab the items in, and we'll go again. Right, Jake, as winner from game 1, do you want to start or would you like to go second in this round?
I think I fancy the challenge this round, so I'm going to let you go first, Kev.
Oh, thank you, Jake. I'm going to go toilet roll, so let's see. I have to think about this one. I need to get the points back. Go green. Yes, got the bounce now. That's all right. Green, 1 point straight off the bounce.
Oh, what's the hardest one to do? I think I'm going to go toilet roll as well. But I'm going to kick it.
Always going for a kick.
Because you might not have a ball in the house to kick, so you might want to kick the toilet roll instead. Again, don't think I'm going to be accurate enough, so I'm just going to aim for somewhere around the middle and hope it bounces out into one of the outside.
Oh, it was close. It landed.
Because I've landed at my feet, I should get something. What do you think?
Unfortunately, Jake, rules of the game, it's bounced in the playing area, come back out, so it's a dead object now, so we've got to leave that to the side. Now I'm going to go for this red ball this time, and I'm going to go for the back green one. I've been trying for that one for a couple. See if I can get this one in. Yes, get in. Brilliant, so 2 points to me now. Jake's got a decision to make as well. If anyone's been watching, what might he need to do?
Struggling a little bit here. Tell you what, I'm going to go for this purple one, okay, because Kev's got 2 in a row already. I'm going to need to try and stop him winning this round.
Shot, Jake, well done. Now you might have noticed we're quite close to our playing area. That's just because of where we've set up. You might want to set it with a bit of distance, and it's completely up to you, depending on how much space you have, where you put it, or how big you made your area. So good shot by Jake, he's blocked me 3 in a row. I'm going to go for my socks. And I'm going to go for the back orange one. But I'm going to try an underarm. I tried darts last time with the socks and it bounced a bit too far. I'm going to go underarm into that one. Oh, it still bounced too far.
Oh, what should I go for now? I'm going frisbee. Frisbee, I think the frisbee, I'm going to try and block that back orange one instead, okay? Because I know Kev wants it, so I'm going to try and go for it now.
What do you think?
Do I get to choose which one it was? Or is it more in the orange?
I think we'll go with the greatest area. So at the minute, it's more in the orange, so we're going to give that to Jake as being in an orange. So he's going to tip it across just so we know. Now the bonus is, if I wanted to, and I think I can, I've got my tennis ball. Now with the frisbee it might be tricky, but if it was a different object, I can throw something to knock one of Jake's out of the area. So I'm on for a 3 in a row. So I'm going to try it and see if I can get this tennis ball to knock Jake's blue ball out of the area. Let's give it a go. I'm going to go for the dark throw again. Oh, I managed to knock it, but I've moved it into the orange. That's fine, he just gets 2 points because there's 2 items there. My tennis ball's gone out the side.
I'm going to go for a tennis ball as well. And again, I'm going to have to try and get something in that purple again. It shouldn't be too hard though, so quite close.
Done Jake, he blocked his. I'm going to go for my next tennis ball. I think I'm going to go close again. I'm going to go for this red one, so I'm just going to try and hold. Brilliant, just stopped in there.
Right, I've got a decision to make now because Kev could get 3 in a row there, but I could get 3 in a row here. So it's whether I trust myself to get that 3 here or whether I want to try and stop Kev.
I think he's got to try and stop me, hasn't he? I
I think I've got to stop.
I've got to.
Okay, so I'm going to go for the purple.
Oh, he's done it as well. What a shot that was. Now, I've only got my frisbee left and I've got one decision to make. I've got to stop 3 in a row. So I'm hoping I'm good at frisbee. So let's try. Let's see if we can land it in there. Oh, no. It was a great throw, but it's bounced out.
So, no prizes for guessing which one I'm going to go for. I'm going to try and get that 3 in a row now. Okay, I don't really trust myself. But because I won the last game, I'm going to give myself a little challenge. I'm going to do a bouncer. Into the purple, into the red. Game over.
Oh, he's done it as well. Great shot, Jake. So, we'll have a little count up. Jake gets again another bonus of 3 points. But now we need to count up the object. So, if we can remember rightly, the top 2 orange ones are Jake's. So he's got 2 points there. The next red one is Jake's. That's 3 points. The purple one is Jake's again. So 4 points. And the pair of socks over here are Jake's. So that's 5 points because of his items, plus his bonus 3 points. So for that round, Jake gets 8 points. And how many did you get the first round, Jake?
Oh, I think I got 7 the first round.
7. So, how many is 8 plus 7, Jake? 15. So 15 points for Jake. Now, I didn't have a very good first round. I ended up with 2 points. So, let's have a look. What other ones did I get this time? I've got the green at the back, so there's 1 point. I've got this red at the front, is 2 points. And I've got the green in the middle, so 3 points. So my 3 plus 2 leaves us on 5 points. So unfortunately for today, Jake is our winner, so we'll give him a little round of applause. Well done, Jake. And that is the end of our game. So hope you've really enjoyed it. If you can, take some pictures, take some videos of you playing, send them across to our social media, and we hope to see you back again next week. Hi everyone, Kev again from the Foundation. Great work in the activity. So we've done our warm-up, we've done our main activity, and now we're just going to finish off with a little cool down just to get us settled off. We'll have a little shake off at the end, and it's just to relax those muscles down. So we're going to look a bit more at our lower body for this one today. So we're going to start off dead easy just with some ankle rolls. So what we're going to do, put our foot on our tiptoes, and you're just going to roll some circles with your ankles. So just rolling it round, nice and steady. So you roll one way. After you've done, say, 10, just then turn it and go the other way as well. So trying to do both ways. Once we've done one foot, we've obviously got the 2 feet there, so let's make sure we're doing both sides. So again, onto the toes of the left, just circling it. So try and look to do around about 10. Once you've done that 10, it's again just changing direction. So it's making sure we're just loosening off those joints and relaxing them. Brilliant. So that's the first one. Give yourself a little shake after that one. Next one, we're going to look at our calves. So we're just going to bend this leg. So bend that right leg. Left leg's going to stay straight, and we're going to try and reach them toes. So it's trying to pull your toe back. You're trying to pull it. You should feel it right in the back of your calf. Trying to pull your toe back to you. So you're just going to hold that for around about 10 seconds. Just nice and steady. We're not bouncing. We're not rocking into it. We're just going to hold it still. So that's nice there. Give that a little shake off, and then we're going to change sides. So same again. Left leg this time's got the little bend. Nice and straight with the right, and we're just going to hold that there. So that's just a 10-second again, nice and steady. Don't pull it too far. If it hurts or it feels uncomfortable, just stop. Once we've done that, a little shake off. Next one, we're going to look at the backflow legs here, the hamstrings. So we're going to stand a little bit further than shoulder width apart, and the idea is just to bend forward, trying to keep that back flat, and try and get as far as you can to the floor. See how close to touching the floor you can get. So your legs are nice and straight, you should feel it in the back. And we're just trying to get as close to the floor as we can. Don't bounce, Don't try and push yourself further down, just get as far as you can. Just hold that for a little 10 seconds there. Up you come, a little shake off again. And the last one, a little side lunge. So we're keeping our right leg, it's going to point forward still, so the foot's pointing forward. Left leg's going out the side, the toes are pointing away. We're just going to steadily just slide across into it. So that back leg's always nice and straight, so we just hold it there. Just nice and steady for around about 10 seconds. That's all we're doing. Trying not to rock into it, we're trying to hold nice and still. Once we've done that, brilliant little shake, and same again the other side. So now the left foot pointing straight towards the camera, my right one's going to go out, a bit wider than shoulder width, with my toe pointing away, and I'm just going to ease across into it. So I'm trying to hold that nice and steady, so that back leg is nice and straight. So again, just a nice relaxing 10 seconds on there. Once we're done, back up, give yourself a little shake off, and that's the end of our lesson today. So fantastic warm up, great activity, and a cool down just to relax us at the end there. So really appreciate you joining us. If you've taken any photos or videos, please do share them with us here at the foundation, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.